Hi everyone, how are you guys all doing? Tonight we're going to be doing a spring painting, but I wanted to first bring up my lovely assistant here, Miss Annie.
Howdy ho.
Hello. All right, so I'm trying this new angle on the live. I've never done this angle, so hopefully you guys will be able to see more of what I'm actually doing, but I will have to make it bigger so that you can see it better. But I wanted to say hello to Chris K, Sandra, and Larry, and then hello to anybody else that is in the that is here. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it like this so you can see better. But I wanted to show you a couple of weeks ago, Larry had brought up that he wanted to learn a little bit more about color theory. And I figured, you know what? It's a good thing for you guys to know anyway. So you understand where I come up with the colors when I don't have that many colors on my palette. I'm going to share a little video, a little bit of it each week. Because the video is only 16 minutes, but I don't want to take up 16 minutes of my painting time. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share this out. I'm going to share it with you guys so we can watch a little bit of it and see. You guys can see what she is doing.
Okay,
So
while you do that,
she,
Connie, I'm going to step away for just a minute. I'll be right back.
okay, so she has, as you can see, she has red, blue, yellow, white, and black. Now she is going to end up making a different color to fill that whole thing up. So 45 colors from those 5 colors. So we're going to do some of them each week until we get through it. You won't be able to hear her. You're just going to be able to see it. And across the top, she says this first one is 2 parts yellow plus 2 blue plus a fourth black, and it will make dark forest. So let's watch how she does it. So there she's putting the yellow, the blue. She's going to put a little bit of black, and she's going to mix it. And that color is going to end up being dark forest. Or that one was the one, and now she added yellow and made a dark forest. So she changes it. Whatever color she's turning to, she needs that color to make the next color. Then she'll go ahead and do it in that same little square. So here she's doing 3 parts yellow with 2 parts blue. It's going to be hunter green. So she's mixing it up and it's going to be hunter green. Now she's putting in 3 parts yellow into it, and it's going to end up being what color did she say this one is now? Persian green is this one. So you have to watch what she's writing at the top here to see the colors that she's making from all these different colors. So she's going to end up making a whole bunch of different greens, and then she's going to switch. So this is 2 parts yellow, 1 part blue, and 1 part white that will make green apple or apple green. And then, let's see, after that's done, oh, we'll skip this. I don't want to watch this video as soon as it gives me the opportunity to skip it. Sorry about that. You guys didn't want to watch a video and add and tap video. Okay. Now this next one, she's putting 1 part yellow, 1 part blue, 3 parts white. It's going to be mint green. So out of those 5 colors, you could pretty much make any color, just depending on how much of what color she's going to be. So she made more than 5 greens. Okay, now this is 1 part yellow, 3 parts blue, a fourth part black. It's going to end up being ocean blue. Let's see if she adds to this one or she starts a new one from the ocean blue. Okay, 2 parts yellow, 3 parts blue is going to be teal. I think this one she does add some more colors to it. Um, I can't remember. But this is all acrylic paint. You can do it with any colors. You can do it with pencils, you can use markers, you can do it with oils, watercolors. This is 1 part yellow, 3 parts blue, 1 part white, and it's going to be a color called mermaid. And it looks similar to the one below it, but it's not exact because it's more
lighter.
white. Yeah, it's got more white in it. Okay, 1 part yellow, 2 parts blue, and 2 parts white, and it's going to color called splash. So it's going to be a lighter color of the same ones. So she's going lighter as she goes, and it has a little bit more of a green tint. So she had a little bit more yellow in it than she did and the other ones. Okay, 1 part yellow, 2 parts tannin, and 4 parts white. It's going to be marine. This will be the last one we're going to watch this week, and we'll watch the rest next week.
Is that cayenne or is that cyan?
Cyan. And now she's putting, but it's just a blue.
Yeah.
It's a color of blue. And she added white into it to get
sky blue.
Yeah. And we're going to end there, and we'll start it up next week. So let's go ahead and go to my painting tonight.
Make it big.
And you will be able to see my palette.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fine.
Yeah. So we're going to start out with some white. And then we're going
Chris
to
K said, lovely painting. Thank you for the stickers. All much better in person.
Awesome. I'm glad you like him, Chris. Okay, and then I'm going to start with this yellow. It's not the same yellow as I usually use. This yellow, I use them both. But this yellow looks more orange. But when you use it, it's not. But it's a deeper yellow. Because this is called real yellow.
It looks like banana yellow. I would call that banana yellow if it was me.
But it isn't when you put it down. When you put it on the canvas, it is not. And I'm actually going to use a little bit of it too. And you'll be able to see the difference. Because we're going to use some of it too. But on the palette, in the bottle, it looks more orange. But it's not. And I'm going to spritz my canvas so that my colors will blend better. And then we're going to start with some white.
Invisible paint, here we come.
Yep. Yeah, you guys can't really see it. I can. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow. And a lot more white. So I want this to be a really, really, really light yellow. Hope you guys have all had a good week.
Long one, but getting there. It's almost Friday, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we were talking color theory, and you were saying that you could use markers. Can you do crayons the same way?
Yes.
Because I want to also, I'm trying to encourage Lorelai to use crayons because they use them at school and she thinks they're baby tools. And I told her, I was like, I use crayons. I'm not a baby, but I want to show her that she can do the same things with her crayons that you can do with paint. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
encourage her towards that. The teacher's having her a hard time getting her to use crayons.
Right. Well, you got to tell her I use crayons.
And I have. I told her, I said, we use all of them. I said, all mediums. I said, colors are colors. Doesn't matter how you get, how they come. They're all colors. So we're going to
Right.
work on that a little bit.
Well,
I think
maybe I
actually her
should.
daddy's working on her with it tonight.
Yeah, maybe I should do a video about crayons for her, for little kids.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. We've all got kids in our lives that I encourage art, music, anything to keep that child busy. She is not
Right.
a
And
sit
I
filling kid.
right. And I understand that completely. See now, this yellow was the darker and but that has white in it and this had white. So it's the colors and look, see how it looks when I pulled it out? It almost looks the same.
Just
A
a little
little bit,
deeper.
just a little bit deeper, yeah.
I think they should take, and I'm not downing sports, sports are important, but I honestly think schools should spend more on arts and music than they do on sports. Okay, Chris Case, said she's buffering horribly, but she'll be lurking. Because I
Okay.
think she said she was on her phone because she didn't have no internet.
Okay.
I know ours has been flippy today. And we are due for floods tomorrow. I knew they were coming. Remember I told you, Connie?
Mhm.
Yep, they said we are in store for them tomorrow. Started raining this morning. Hasn't
Yeah.
stopped yet.
Which means mud.
Yep. And I can't get gravel put on my driveway until it dries up because them bringing the trucks up here to dump the gravel is just going to tear it up that much worse.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to dry this. Okay. Now I'm going to go with a little bit of my green that I mixed.
That little bit of video you were showing, that was actual video. I've seen that on shorts, but I haven't caught any videos, so I'm going to have to look them up.
Yeah. Got a fan brush.
And it goes, wee. you making seagrass or pampas grass?
I'm making grass. Sort of.
Ooh. Ooh.
You'll see. You will see. I promise. Now I've got a tan. Well, as I throw it across the floor, where'd it go? Yeah, across the floor. There it is. This is nutmeg brown.
Oh, that is a pretty color. I've used that before. I like that color.
Mm-hmm. And then a chocolate brown.
Which,
I don't
hey,
know if it's called. I don't know if it's called
the
chocolate
best
brown.
brown.
It's a
It's,
dark brown.
it's Hershey brown.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, so oh, my hair always gets caught on this thing, and then I go to move my hair, and it wants to rip it right out because of my
I
glasses.
I watched a video the other night, which I found very interesting. It might have just been a me thing and not anybody else, but I'll share. It was the fact that there was a company, and I can't remember what company it was, Sprint or T-Mobile, something like that. They were trying to trademark a color. You cannot trade. You can trademark a
Yes, you
color
can.
only within that industry, though. Other industries can use that color.
They can use it, but they can't use
They
the
have to call
name
it
or.
something. Yeah, they can't. Like if T-Mobile's blue, no other
Mhm.
phone company can use that blue.
Well,
But
T-Mobile
other,
is not blue. T-Mobile's
well,
pink.
well, I mean, I was just thrown out of
Right, right,
company
right, right.
color, but
Yeah, I was.
it was some. I think they were trying to license the Barbie pink, and they
Okay, it
found out
is
that they can't.
licensed. Well, no, they did get it licensed. They ended up getting it licensed.
No, they
Uh,
have it trademarked within the
oh,
industry. They
trademarked.
cannot. Yeah, you cannot own a color. That's what they were. That's what the uh, lawsuit was about. They said the
Uh huh.
color exists. It can be used by anybody. You can
Right,
trademark it to your particular industry, and no one else in that industry can use that color. But other
right.
industries can, and there's nothing they can do about it.
But they can't use call it the same thing.
Yeah, no, they have to use it. They can't say like Barbie pink because
Right,
that is Barbie owns the name Barbie,
right,
and they've trademarked the pink to their Barbie, but they cannot own the pink, which is what they was trying to do to keep anybody else from using it. I think it was that it was the Mattel was trying to do it.
right.
I think Mattel. What? Yeah, Mattel still owns Barbie, don't they? Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, they do.
But yeah, I thought it was just like a 30-minute video, but I found it very interesting because I didn't know that because I thought they
Right,
could own a color, but evidently they cannot. Colors
but they can
belong to
own.
everyone.
Right, but they can own the name that they've put to it.
Yes, that they can own, but they can't own it. They wanted that color. No other industry to be allowed to use that color, and the courts are like, nope, you can't do that.
Right.
I watch some of the weirdest videos sometimes. I
Yeah, I
think
do
that
too.
was one of those just scrolling through. Oh, that looks interesting.
Yeah. Now what am I doing?
Well, I thought you was making a beach, and now I think you're making a bench or a sign.
We'll see.
Don't think it's a fence. I'm not saying it couldn't be a fence, but
That's true. We'll see.
got a question for you, Connie.
Yes.
Is it your microphone that mutes the noise, or is it a program that you uh, have on that where it blocks out the noise of the dryer? I ask this because I have other creators that I would like to suggest it to.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It doesn't say to me. Um, why it's. I don't. It might be Streamyard that does it.
Okay.
That's the. But I'm not sure. It used to not do it. That's the whole thing. So I don't really know.
There's a lot of them. It doesn't do it. That's why I was wondering if it was your microphone.
It could be.
And at least you don't try to talk over yours. Other people do. Hey, Jill, how you doing? Welcome in.
Hi, Jill. Welcome in.
I should have just put one of your videos on last night. He sounded asleep. He's over snoring now.
Because of my video.
I think it's your voice, to be honest.
Could be. When I started YouTube, I had a lot of people say that my voice was too soothing, and a lot. There was a few of them. They said, "I'm gonna just please don't think I'm weird, but I use your videos to put myself to sleep." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Okay, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it was here too, Jill. It was beautiful. It was supposed to be 70 tomorrow and have snow on Sunday. Go figure. I'm
yeah.
so ready for spring.
Well, we were. It's supposed to get really cold here the next couple of days, but before that, we got up to 80.
Yeah, they said
So,
there's a lot of people going through false springs right now.
well, this happens to us quite often. It's but we're having a lot of fires. Um, so
Well,
is
it could be
Oklahoma.
like it is in Alberta. I was listening to Alexander's channel the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, it got up to 80 degrees." He said, "Now look outside. We got 2 feet of snow." I was like, "Man, I have a question for you. If you were going to make the color linen, would you do the tan with a touch of that yellow and white?"
um, maybe and maybe no yellow. It's got yellow in it, so I don't know if you would need uh, yellow.
It, I guess, depend on the depth of what you were painting.
Right. Hmm.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Welcome in.
Any Chris is here, but she's lurking.
Yeah, she's having problems with her connection, so she said she was gonna lurk. Okay, is it starting to look like something?
A wooden plank seat.
Could be.
Not actually a bench, but just a wood piece of wood on some blocks. You plop your butt down, take a rest, and take in the scene.
I'm sure.
I got laughed at because I said I have favorite places to walk in the woods. The places that I walk have really high rocks, and they're just the
Hmm.
right height to plop down on and take a rest.
Uh huh.
And I'm like, why wouldn't you look, or a down tree, something to sit on? I prefer a
Hmm.
rock because trees sometimes have ants and they bite.
Right.
We are going to try to grow Romanesca this year, something new for the garden.
I didn't even put anything in my garden last year because I knew that I was going to be gone most of the summer, and I didn't have anybody here to take care of it.
Uh, Chris says a dock, a nice dock in the swamp or on a pond. Jill says a stone wall. It could be a dock. I never thought about a dock. That's a good, Chris. Good guess.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Never even thought about a dock. And yes, Jill, linen does have gray in it. But it's kind of like a browny gray, I guess.
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't go with yellow. Yellow's going to take it away from that. You're going to want more of a um, you're going to want to put a little bit of black into it so that you get your darker, the grayer look rather than
A yellower look.
a yellow, because yellow is going to take it more on to more of a yellowish tan than like this, but maybe even lighter than you would if it was if you put yellow in it. You don't want to put yellow in it. I would not put yellow in
Well, if it's a dock, you have to draw a fishing pole. Can't have a dock without a fishing pole.
it.
All right,
I
I
haven't
can't
said
have a dock without a fishing pole. I'll just be honest.
I haven't said it's a dock yet.
Oh, okay.
Now did I?
No,
I
not
said
yet.
it was a good guess. I said a good
I'm
guess,
just,
but I
I'm just, I'm just putting my suppositions out there. If I'm sitting on a
okay.
dock, I generally have a fishing pole in my hand.
Right.
Although there are those times you just want to kick your shoes off and dangle your toes in the water.
Yeah. So my daughter asked me, she goes, Mom, can you look in the kitchen and see if there's some things you can give me to go into my apartment? She goes, I don't cook a lot, so I only need like one pot, one cup of some utensils, and a skillet. Well, I don't have a skillet for it. I'll just have to tell her flat out. I'm not giving my stainless steel away, and I'm not giving uh my cast iron. It's not going to happen. So
Yeah, I can't think of anybody I like enough to give him my cast iron. I told Andrew I'd leave it to him when I die, but he can't have it before then.
right.
He got him a handy dandy new crock pot that with a timer on it. He
Mhm.
put everything in it before he goes to work, set the timer when he wants to start. He goes, it was really nice walking in the house and smelling food.
I wish mine had a timer, but it doesn't. But we're almost always here.
Yeah, that's why I told him about. He said I need one. I said, honey, I'm home all the time. I don't need something like that.
Right.
Now it would have come in handy when I was working all the time outside the home.
Right. Come on.
Don't do it like the ketchup bottle.
Hmm.
I told Bill. Bill always turns the ketchup bottle in the fridge upside down, and,
What is wrong?
and yeah, well, no, he went to pop. I said before you pop that lid, I said tip it to the side or it's going to explode everywhere. Yeah, he was cleaning ketchup off the counter and the backsplash while I was sitting there watching him. I said, "Told you not to do that."
Right.
He's like, "Well, you didn't tell me in time," and I said, "Well, stop and listen first." I said, "It's great and it's all down there." I said, "But it will explode out that little hole when you pop that lid because of all the pressure."
Mm-hmm.
The things he's going to have to learn as he's learning to cook.
Right.
Little tips and tricks to make your life easier. He'd never seen anybody. You know how you get cranberry sauce out of a can is the easiest way
Pop
is
a hole in the bottom
pop
of
a
it.
hole in the bottom and blow on it. And
Mm.
he was the first time I did. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "This is the easiest way to get it out." Well,
I
he
don't even
runs a
blow
knife
on
around the
mine.
edges of it, but you run the knife around the edges, and then in the ridges you leave cranberry sauce in the can. My way, you don't.
I don't even do that. I just pop a hole in it and hold it, and it just slides out. I
Because
don't even blow
his
on it.
his his family are not cranberry people,
Mm.
and he always laughs at me because I say it has to be ocean spray cranberry. About all of the like fresh cranberries you buy here are ocean spray, and if it's
Yeah.
in a can, I want it to be in the ocean spray brand, just because I think it has better flavor. I'm all for buying cheaper when I can if it's as good a quality.
Right.
Oh, you gonna make cocktails?
What?
A cattail.
Hmm. Okay.
When we were kids, this is a mean sister moment. I broke one off, convinced my little brother it was like a corn on a cob.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
I was mean. That's why I said mean sister moment. Yeah, he only did it once. Never could get it, convince him to do it again.
Yeah. I was that way too, so I can't be too judgmental. I,
We had sisters
I thought
sitting
I'd
there
dry that.
talking
I gotta
about.
dry this green. I can.
Oh, I like those too, Jill. I like cranberries pretty much about any way. And my cranberry cheesecake that I started making, oh my gosh, I love that. You got the sweet, you got the tart. Perfect. A little bit of salt from the crust. Have you tried the yogurt covered ones, Jill? They're pretty good, aren't they? I like yogurt covered raisins as well, though. That's where I get my sweets from. I don't eat candies and things, but I do love dried fruit. And honestly, some of the dried fruit I've tasted is not quite as sweet as candy, but it gets rid of that sugar craving you have. Yeah. We don't have anything like that here, Jill. She said she goes to the natural grocers getting the snacks in cubes. I wish we did have something like that around here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well, I mean, most of our vegetables, I guess you're going to call them organic because we don't use pesticides or commercial fertilizer in our garden. And almost all of our vegetables and some of our fruit is homegrown, so it's good. I really want to get our boysenberry back up from where that tree fell and killed all the plants and tore the arbor up. We need to redo it.
I love boysenberry.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite yogurt, and I can't find it anymore. Drives me crazy.
Jill says in a cooler case they have granola in sticky cubes with nuts and fruit, little energy bites. That sounds good. I love homemade
Hmm.
granola.
Yeah.
It's a fence post, y'all. This is the part in the program, Jill, where we all try to guess what she's painting.
Yeah, because I don't tell you. I make you guess.
Anybody heard from Greg? Because we haven't seen him the last couple of times. I hope he's all right.
He posted something on Facebook a couple of days ago. But yeah, he hasn't been in here in a couple of weeks, which is weird because he usually is.
It's a ruby throated swallow.
Okay. I don't know what that if that's true or not, but okay.
I don't either, but the name fits, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Jill says this bird gets to have legs.
The what?
And hey, Mary,
Hi, Mary.
she's not
No, I'm
showing
not.
up on the StreamYard side.
No,
Wonder
she's
why.
not. Well, I'm gonna move over here. So
I
I can
switched over to
see.
the YouTube side.
Oh, there she is. A whole
Yeah,
bunch. Hi,
there she is.
Mary.
Sorry, Mary.
Didn't mean to be ignoring you.
Oh, Mary said she just got here. Okay.
Okay, good.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, I didn't want to be ignoring you.
I ran down to our the dollar store yesterday, and a
Mm.
really good friend of mine was manager there. We used to work together. We worked at Kroger's, and I talked to the lady there, and I was like, "Oh," I said, "Is she on bereavement leave?" She's like, "No, she took too many days off, so she's no longer with us. Her mother died. Of course, she took more days off. Come on."
Oh my. I got a story about that. Okay, so listen to this. Where I used to work, um, when I was working in the deli, the manager didn't like me. I don't know why. She just didn't. Partly because I was outspoken, probably.
Yeah, they
I
don't
don't know
like
why
that.
anyone. I don't know why anyone would think I was outspoken, but I am outspoken, and I know I am. But if I have something to say, I'm going to say it, and you can't tell me I can't say it, type of thing. And so,
Jill said the last time she was here, their bird in a tree didn't have legs.
huh?
That one painting you did where it was just on the limb but no feet.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I didn't understand what you were saying. I'm like, what? What are you saying? Yeah.
Because I change subjects all the time. It's a habit of mine. Sorry
Hmm.
about that.
No, it's okay. So, she didn't like me, right? And my mom passed away, and it was the week before Thanksgiving is when she passed away, and she kept him on how many days I could have as bereavement. And so she said 3 days. So you'll be back in for so you'll come back on the day before Thanksgiving or the day of Thanksgiving to work. And I said, okay, whatever. If that's what I have to do, that's what I have to do, right? So I come back, and the lady who did the payroll, she saw me. She goes, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I am working." And she goes, "You're supposed to be on bereavement." I said, "I was told 3 days." She goes, "No, you were supposed to have 5 days plus 2 days off." I'm like, "Oh yeah, really? Are you kidding me?" She goes, "You could leave." I said, "No, I'll just work. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
see, our
fire
store
you."
was 3 days. And when my mom died, they made because my manager didn't like me because I was also outspoken, didn't like selling old fish and would accidentally drop it in the floor or something so I could throw it away until he caught on to what I was doing. And then I got in trouble for it. But I was just like, I'm not selling something that's going to make somebody sick. I don't care what you want. But he's like, well, I want to see your mother's obituary. I don't believe she died. It's like, okay. So I brought him in 6 newspapers with her obituary. I said, there you go.
Yeah. Well, they didn't ask me for an obituary. They just what I should have done was gone to the store director and asked him, but I didn't. I asked my manager, and yeah, that's what.
Yeah, they're not very.
But then the worst part about it is she never told anybody in the store. And I when I got back the day I got back,
Everybody's like, oh, I
me.
thought you quit.
No, she goes, "Oh, where'd you go on your vacation?" I said, "To bury my mom." And they're like, "What? We didn't know." Yeah. They felt bad. Everybody felt bad, but the manager. But
I
poor.
had one coworker come in r- uh, the day I came back from when my mom died, and I was standing there talking to another coworker, and was explaining. He was catching me up on what I'd missed and what I needed orders and stuff, and he was just like, "Oh," he said, "You look really sad. Somebody die or something?" And I turned around and I said, "Yeah, my mother."
Right. Yeah, I just, some people. But I left
He
that.
he was a
I
crass
didn't
fool
work in the.
anyway.
Yeah, I didn't work in the deli much longer. I moved over to produce where I liked it much better.
I like the meat department. I loved working in the meat department. We've lost your voice.
You lost
Wait
my
a minute.
voice?
Lost it on the YouTube side though. Okay, I keep forgetting there's a 15-second lag between the two. I counted tonight.
Yeah, there is.
Excuse me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in the meat. I knew most of the people that worked in the meat department because I had formerly worked in the Taco Bell across the road from Kroger's, and they'd all come in there
Mhm.
for lunch. And they're actually the reason I went to work for Kroger's because I told them I was looking for a new job, and they're like, "Well, we're hiring." So I went
Mhm.
over and put an application in. And the next day, the manager at Taco Bell said, "Why would you be looking for another job?" And I just stood there and looked at him, and I was like, "Because they pay more.
Right.
Getting ready to have a baby, we're gonna need the extra money." Because they were
Mhm.
now when I first started working at Taco Bell, every 6 weeks you had a test, and if you passed the test, you got a 10-cent raise,
Right.
and otherwise you got a 5-cent raise. And I always passed all my tests, but
I
because
lost
I
your
don't
voice.
flirt. I didn't go to work to flirt. I went to work. And he
Mhm.
didn't like the fact that I wouldn't flirt with him. And of course, I couldn't prove it, but I was just like, I looked at him. I said, "We both know why you don't like me." I mean, he was married. I don't know why he was flirting with anybody anyway. But it takes all kinds. But other than him, I loved working at Taco Bell. It was a fun job. I liked my crew. We had a blast together. We got the job done. We also pretty much all of us hung out after work. It
Mhm.
wasn't so we were friends outside of work. It was just it. They were just the type of people that you look forward to going to work because you got to see them,
Right.
and that's the kind of jobs I like to have. I like to have a good crew working with you that you get along well with and you mesh.
Yeah.
But my that was always my. If I'm going to work, I'm going to work to work. I'm not going to socialize.
Mhm.
Oh, see, they aren't here anymore, or not yet, Jill. They are moving towards that. But
Where was that?
honestly, Taco Bell's food has gone downhill so bad.
Yeah.
It's just I don't I used to love Taco Bell, and I've never
Mhm.
ever not since I was a kid have I eaten McDonald's. I do not like McDonald's food.
I only eat a couple things at McDonald's. I,
They
in
do
my
have good coffee.
opinion,
I'll give them that. McDonald's has great coffee.
well, I don't drink their coffee. I love their fries. Absolutely love their fries and their apple pies and their orange juice. But that's
But
it.
if no, I prefer Burger King fries and
See,
burgers.
I don't like Burger King. I don't like hamburgers that much.
I mean, well, we
You know,
don't. We don't do a lot of fast food. We're very picky, or some say too picky. But since we don't eat it very often, we only go to the places we really like the food.
now where I like to go is Arby's.
Now, see, I'm not a huge fan of Arby's.
I love Arby's. I used to work there. I love uh what's it called? Cheddar, bacon. I know, roast beef cheddar.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, I like some of their food, but it could just be a local thing. Some of you go to one and it's okay, and you go to the other one and it's garbage. So I'm thinking it's the people preparing it. It's not the food itself.
Well, they're messing it up because the stuff comes already done, and they're supposed to heat it up. They don't cook the roast beef; they just heat them. Well, they do cook them, but they don't get them prepared. They come frozen. They thaw them out the day before, and then they put them in the oven. So they're doing something wrong.
Yeah, because they're already seasoned. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, we went as a treat on Tuesday, no, Monday, Sunday, Sunday. Let's see. It had no scent. It didn't, you know how KFC, you got that big fried chicken smell? Absolutely
Hmm.
no smell to it at all. And it had no flavor whatsoever. And I thought it was just me with my COVID nose. So I'd stopped to drop Andrew's laundry off and I gave him a piece. I said, try this. Didn't say a word to him. And he said, Mom, he said, that's kind of tasteless. He said, maybe I'm getting sick. And I said, no, I don't think it's you. Brought it home, had Bill try a piece, and he said, that has no flavor to it.
Right.
Oh, the drinks, Jill, and their onion rings. That Sonic has the best, and I do not like onion rings as a
I
rule.
love onion rings. Yeah, Sonic is good.
Sonic's onion rings are amazing.
Yeah, I like Sonic, but I don't eat out very often.
Yeah,
Maybe two or I mean,
Bill doesn't
at
like
fast
eating out.
food. Fast food is like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. We just don't do it that much. We do it more when we're traveling than anything.
When I drove here to Louisville to visit my best friend,
Hmm.
and I asked her, I said, is there any restaurants on the way where, I can stop and grab something to eat? She goes, oh, there's all kinds of McDonald's. And I said, oh, it's okay. I'll just wait till I get to your house and eat. She said,
Right?
you'd rather be hungry than eat at McDonald's? I said, yeah, yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Now,
I
my
don't.
kids loved McDonald's.
Most little kids do. My
And
kids did when
Anthony,
they were little.
he's okay with like McDonald's fries or Burger King fries, but he prefers to get his fries at Dairy Queen.
We don't have a Dairy Queen around here.
Well, we ain't got much of one anymore. I mean, I stopped a couple months back and I got his French fries and a small milkshake and got Bill, uh, oh, the thing they tip over. What's it called?
I don't know.
Somebody help me here.
I have no clue what you're reaching for.
It's the thing they mix everything in. It's like ice cream. They mix all the stuff into it. Anyway, got Bill
It's
one of
called a
those.
shake. Are
No,
you
not a
talking about
milkshake.
shake? Okay.
Um, I know exactly what I just can't think of the word right now. Anyway, got that, and I got me a small order of cheese curds. It was $25.
That's the way it is now,
Well, that's ridiculous.
unfortunately.
Blizzard. Thank you, Mary. A blizzard, Connie. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Bill's favorite is Reese Cup Blizzard, and that's Anthony's favorite.
Yeah.
If I get a blizzard, I'm not a big ice cream lover. If I get a blizzard, it's generally during the holidays, and I'll get a pumpkin pie blizzard. I do like those.
I love ice cream. I have ice cream every night. A little tiny cup like this big around, and it's just a little one, and I have ice cream every night. That's my guilty pleasure.
Bill used to do that. They don't have a freezer on the. They have a little mini fridge now in the guard shack, but they don't. It doesn't have a freezer on it anymore. They got rid of that one.
Hmm.
So through the summer, I'll generally drop him off at work, and then me and Anthony will take a run into Winfield, which is just down the road from where he works.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a dairy freeze, and I get him a blueberry milkshake because it's the only place around here you can get a blueberry milkshake.
Mm.
Okay, I've never heard of CFA. I have heard of Canes, but I've never eaten there because we don't have them, and I've never heard of Brahms.
Oh, we have a Brahms. That's good. The ice cream is amazing at Brahms. So is their food. And it has a little grocery store inside there. A little market inside of it.
Everybody's all excited in town now because we're supposed to get a Chick-fil-A, and I don't like Chick-fil-A. I don't know what the big deal is.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I ate at Chick-fil-A one time when I was pregnant with Andrew. I got really sick. Had never eaten Chick-fil-A before and have never eaten Chick-fil-A since.
Mm.
And yeah, I know it was probably a pregnancy thing that made me sick, but I'm just nope, just nope. Now Andrew loves Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
but he ate there a lot when he was in college because there was one within walking distance. But I mean, if we're gonna have burgers, I generally just like to make burgers at home because you can choose how thick it is and what you want on it. Because Bill doesn't like American cheese at all. He'll only
I don't
eat cheddar
either.
or Munster stuff like that. He does not like
Yeah, I
American
won't.
cheese
I don't
whatsoever.
like American. I can't stand American cheese.
I love American cheese.
Look,
If
not
I
bad.
make him grilled cheese, I have to shred his pepper jack or cheddar to make him grilled cheese, and I just throw my slices on there. But I like Borden's better than I like Kraft's, and for some odd reason, you cannot buy Borden's anywhere locally anymore, which I think is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going out of business, if they've sold out to another company, so you have to buy Kraft. I think Kraft cheese is supposed to be so pure, it tastes like plastic to me.
It's not real cheese. I can't stand Kraft cheese.
Sorry about that. I keep getting posts
No.
from somebody about a baby, and I don't have this person on my friends list, so I don't know why they're coming up on my page. I mean,
Mhm.
this person is a friend of a friend, but I am not friends with them, so I don't know how they're posted to my page. Pretty baby though.
Yeah.
I can always look at a
I
baby picture.
I got more pictures of the baby the other day.
These dang
He's
cats.
such he's such a doll.
It's not cold enough to have a fire going, but it is cool enough to keep the door closed.
Yeah.
Because Bill's like, "You want me to start a fire?" I said, "It's supposed to be 56 degrees tonight. I don't think we're going to need a fire tonight."
Right.
Oh, now see, I would probably like that, Larry. He said they have a place called Brahma's. He likes the salmon wrap and the chicken wrap. I've never had a salmon wrap, but I love salmon, so I would probably like
Yeah.
it. But there again, I'm really iffy when I eat fish in restaurants because you don't know how it's
Yeah.
been handled.
Right.
Real picky about how my fish is handled. I've seen a lot
Mhm.
of people get sick on fish, which is why me and my manager used to have that huge fight. What it was is we used to do the ordering ourselves, but there towards the end of when I worked there, uh, corporate started ordering, and that it
Mhm.
was over. I was like, "This is way too much. We're not going to sell this." Well, that's what corporate says you're going to sell, so you're going to sell it. And I'm like, "We're not going to sell it." I said, "We're going to end up throwing it away." And then, like a couple days before, I said, can we not donate this to a shelter or something, so people can eat this right now. And they're like, no, we have to throw it away so we can get our money back, which used to make me so sick to have to throw perfectly good food in the dumpster.
I okay. So when I worked at Macy's and I did the produce, we had to throw the produce away. But a lot of the other stuff was donated to the food shelter.
Oh no, Kroger's don't donate nothing, or at least not the one here.
Well,
Oh,
I didn't work at a
you keep
Kroger's.
the jalapenos, Larry.
Yeah, I didn't work at a Kroger's. I was working at a it's Associated Foods. How does this look?
I like it.
Cool.
It looks very springy.
Yes, I do think I need to do something up here,
Okay, we'll
but
wait for my daffodils to come up
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put some clouds. Some
because I know
lighter,
when the daffodils start poking through the ground, spring is almost here.
right? You're not
And
gonna
my
be able to see
crocus.
the clouds very well, but they're there.
You can go look out my window. Clouds were black right before dark, so I would say the rain's going to get worse.
Yeah,
Y'all keep your fingers crossed with the flooding that it don't happen to me.
definitely.
Really don't need no flooding on top of everything else we've been through the last couple of months.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can see those clouds.
Yeah, you can see them.
Okay. All right. I'm going to sign this.
Jill said tie a horse to it.
Yeah, you could tie a horse to it. I'm not going to, but you could. I'm okay with that. I am. I can do horses. I don't like doing horses, but I can do them.
Yellow.
What?
The yellow will show up against the green better.
What yellow would show up against green?
The brightest yellow. The one. The brightest yellow
For what?
for signing your name.
Oh, it's too late.
I noticed.
I normally only there's only I usually only do white, um, black, and occasionally I will do red. I don't do very many other colors. Can anybody remember what I said a week or so ago? How I used to sign my name?
Connie D.
Yeah, that's right. That is how I do it. But I want to add some more here. I'm not done. I always do this. You guys don't see me when I'm working on it. I said add more color, add a lot afterwards. I want some lighter grass on top of that. I did it down here and forgot to do it up here. Okay, now I'm done. There you go. So, wait a minute. There.
You're only done on the StreamYard side. You're still painting on this side.
Oh,
50
okay.
second delay.
I know. Thank you, Sandra. Tie a horse to it. I Jill, I did. You just can't see him. He's like right over here on the side, and so he's not in the picture, but he was there. We can think that. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Larry. Yeah. So
Yep, loving
yeah,
this one. Looking forward to next week too.
yeah. I don't know what it's going to be next week. I am going to add a little bit of black right here because black is not covering.
See, that's wide enough. You look where the bird's standing. You could still plop your butt on that and check out the scenery.
Right there, next to the horse that's right here. He's just kind of out of the picture, but he's there. We can imagine him there. But that looks like real wood, huh?
Yep. Good job on that.
Thank you. I'm going to. Yes, the horse is eating. Exactly. I am going to switch over here. Pick me up. Put me over here. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I do like this angle better, Connie.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
Okay.
me saying it. Maybe the others don't. Because I
There
like
we
seeing
go.
what you're doing on your palette as well as what you're painting.
There. Let you guys see that. Yep. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna call it a night. Um, have I shipped everything I need to ship this week? I have no. No, no, no. I still have to ship Mary's. I didn't ship your painting yet, did I, Mary? Did I? Mm-hmm. Oh no, I did. No, maybe I did. Mary, did I ship yours? I don't think I did. Where did I usually have it stacked right here? No, no. I've lost your painting. Not really.
Bye, Jill.
Bye, Jill. Okay, so I need to ship your painting, and then I've got to ship um, the squares to Jessica for the the last of the blankets for Joe's thing. So, yep. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for coming. I'm so glad that my DOG decided to stay in my chair and not come over here and bark at
Oh,
me.
that's what it was. It was extremely quiet tonight.
Yeah, he's in my chair. He was acting like he was going to, and I'm like, please don't. And because my daughter left, um, she was going to go to Walmart and get some things for her apartment. So,
Well, you can tell her the dollar store has skillets pretty cheap that are good quality. I mean, they're not fantastic,
yeah,
but they're good quality.
she'll probably go there. She goes there a lot. So, I don't
I
like to
like
tell her
the
too
dollar
many
store.
things. I don't like to tell her too many things because she gets. I'm an adult mom, and I know she is. She's 43 years old, so I know she's an adult. But oh, I wanted to show you the updated pictures of the baby. Let me share the screen again. Oh wait, yeah. Let's see. Okay, that's not the one I want. There's a picture of him. Oh, oh wow. There's a picture she took just 2 days ago.
Look
And
how
there's
alert he's getting.
he's very, very alert. I told her, I said it'll be soon and he'll start smiling. But that's the way his dad looked. Those big brown eyes, stared at everybody. I don't have a good picture. Well, I guess I do. Let me see. Um, this is a picture. Oh, he's got his eyes closed. You can't see how big his eyes are. He's got big, 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 big brown eyes. Um, let's see if I can find a picture of him. No, that's not going to work. Okay, never mind. I'll have to find a picture of him. Let's see. Let's go back there. Okay. Yeah, he is adorable. I can't wait to go see him. But I'm not going to go see him until he gets a little bit older. And he is definitely more alert. So, all right. Well, I'm going to say goodnight. And thank you guys all for coming. And I will see you on the next one. Remember, Saturday night's bingo. Sunday night is a premiere. Bye, guys. Thank you. And thank you, Annie, for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.